Hi guys, welcome to the Russian family. This is my first video, like first shooting as CEO of Russian Creative Bakes. So today I come to you to give you some tips as starters. I don't know how to call it, bakers who are starting or starter bakers or people who want to set up bakeries or beginners in baking, whatever it is. But you get my whole point. So I'm giving you some hints on the do's and don'ts to do or not to do as a starter. You'll definitely appreciate it at the end of the video. So some of the do's and don'ts, this is do number one, or don't number one. So do not procrastinate. Procrastination is a no-go-go. Like, in case you're given an order to start baking, please plan for it and leave an allowance of like a day. Don't be like, I'm going to do the cake today and deliver tomorrow. No, as a starter it is very complicated. You need like time to think about the design, to think about which flavor. Actually, you will have lots of ideas in your head if you are really innovative and creative. You have lots of stuff. You all want to do all those things in one bake, one cake, which is quite impossible. So you have to split. Know the passions, some hint, know the passions of the person you're baking for. That will give you, at least it will help you sieve out the ideas, like in the design and decoration of the cake. So if you, let's say, know the person likes football, think of maybe getting creative in the football aspect. Or what should I say, if someone likes animals, you can use edible print out some animals. If it's a baby, do some baby stuff, but you wouldn't want to have all those ideas at once for one bake. Like, you have to be patient and be positive that you get those orders where you have to put out more of your work for other people to see. The other thing that comes along with procrastination, you will have such issues. Okay, now this is story time. Let me give you one scenario of what happened to me. There was a time I was given to bake. Oh god, no. Let me first go to point number two. Point number two is, if you are baking, you must make sure that you have excess of your, how do they call it? How do they say it? You have to have excess ingredients for your excess ingredients for the thing you want to bake. So this is what happens. In case you bake and something goes wrong, you have to be able to redo within the shortest period of time. So it once happened to me that I was given a cake to bake. I was pretty sure, in fact, I was given this order in advance. I was pretty sure that I would actually beat the baking time. So I decided to do the cake the night, the evening before the day of delivery. So this is what happened. I bake somehow, somewhere. I hadn't grasped the recipe, of course, as a new baker. I hadn't written it down anywhere. And oh please, this is another no. Like, don't do it. Don't do things like you're not sure of on a customer's cake. So I do bake this cake. Somehow, somewhere, I added water to the recipe, which was of course needed because it was a sponge cake. Was it water or milk? Milk was needed. So I added milk to the cake. So I don't know, I think I added excess milk, so the dough kind of sank down, and the dough sank down, the watery bit of the ingredient came on top. So baking the cake, it turned out like some sort of like push it down. It was some sort of like push it down. Definitely it had to sink, like having that depression in the middle. So you wouldn't want that to happen. And the cake was needed the next day. I didn't have enough ingredients to bake, so I was like, let me wait for the morning. And that was like during the COVID period, whereby they lockdown and all that stuff, like no moving at night, what, all those things. So I happened to like have no other ingredients. I don't remember exactly what was missing. Long story short, I had to bake in the morning. The cake was needed that day. The shops don't open very early in the morning, so it was a whole mess for me. So in the morning I did bake the cake, but I baked it on pressure because this so-called client wanted the cake to be delivered at around noon. Yeah, at noon, and he hadn't told me. So like now that is another don't. Actually, a do or a don't, whatever it is, make sure whenever someone is making an order, you ask them at what time do you want it delivered, so you can plan in advance. Don't just be like, I want the cake tomorrow, and then you take it like tomorrow. No, 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 no. It shouldn't work like that. They have to be specific. When do you want the cake delivered? Like at what time? It will give you an allowance, like to plan in advance, to avoid such mistakes. So that is another do or don't, whatever it is. So going back to my story. So after doing that, that cake in the morning, I did it with a lot of pressure. I didn't actually it got baked. I prayed to God. Oh my goodness, I prayed to God such that it doesn't fail again. It came out so nice. It was perfect, but it was hot. I needed to cream it. I remember cream melts with heat, so this was just the worst scenario ever. I put the cake in the freezer, but for some reason, oh my God, when you want things to be done, it won't be done like immediately. So I get the cakes in the fridge. They try to freeze, but since I'm hurrying, I leave it like it got cold on the outside, although in the inside you would feel like some heat was still there. I had to cream it immediately. I tried freezing it, but I was even taking it far. The customer did not like that. It didn't turn out good for me. But comment below if such stuff have happened to you as a new baker. Oh my goodness, you have to avoid such scenarios. So please plan in advance. Don't procrastinate. Like, avoid such mistakes. So for today, that's all I have for you. Please like, comment, subscribe, share my video. Welcome to the Russian family, and I hope you will get more. Bye.